Hi all, so what you see in front of you is a model I've shown before. This is the Greenlight Impala Sports Sedan, and this is from Hollywood series, let's see, Supernatural, I'm pretty sure. And this is a green machine chase, and this model is very camera shy, or at least phone shy. It doesn't really show that well on camera in pictures or video. But it's a really, you can't really tell. It's a vibrant shade of green. It's really metallic, glossy chrome, whatever you want to call it. It's lovely. It's beautiful. Greenlight, because of their name, do all of their chases green, which I just thought is super funny. And this is one of the reasons I believe, without doing any research, they started doing their chase cars long after they were established. We're sorry about the cut right here. I don't even know what that is, because they did not think this through. I feel like they feel obliged to make everything green, and had they known that going in, they probably should have called themselves, like, I don't know, red light, blue light, purple light. I feel like any color would look better than green. I mean, this I like. This is the my favorite type of green machine chase. It's the like, this is really nice color. If it isn't a chase, I still would have loved it. But there's a lot of stuff with like green rims, chrome green rims, or just green tires that I don't like as much. A lot of the times they just make the car look even worse than it normally does. For instance, I have and love the Greenlight Falcon XB GT, the Mad Max car, although they don't call it that. I love it, but like the chase car was the chrome green wheels. It just like can't imagine that being in Mad Max, man. It was like that'll be like painting a target on your back, figuratively speaking. But I was never keen on those kind of green machine chases. Although I watch Hot Customs. He's a YouTuber based in the Philippines, and he has a shelf kind of like behind the camera, usually as a backdrop, and pretty much front and center you see quite a few green light chases, green machines with these chrome green wheels. And one thing I noticed, like, it's striking, like it you can easily tell that it's a chase. It's different from the others, and they're unabashed to let you know. It's like they're grabbing your ears and tearing out your hair and screaming into your ears, saying, "This is a chase. This is not a normal car." So after that, I feel like the just being so what's the word? So noticeable. There's a better word. I was thinking. I can't remember exactly what. In and of itself is cool enough. So it kind of softened my view a little bit. I'm still not the biggest fan of the green rims, to be perfectly honest. And like I said, if it's like red light or blue light, those colors I think fits better as rims or tires. For instance, not the biggest fan of M2 machines, but like a lot of the stuff they do have like red tires or orange tires. Looks really good. Looks really cool. So yeah, it's a bit unfortunate that Greenlight had to be literally green about everything, but that's cool, right? So this model I got shipped for like less than 20, which I think is a really great price. I love Greenlight. Like, to me, if I'm opening something for my collection, I would take a green machine of any kind over probably more than half of the Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt. If I'm just wanting to have one carded for like trade or selling, obviously I go for Super Treasure Hunt, but that's so I can get even more stuff that's not Hot Wheels. So yeah, I salvage. I don't know the word. But I frequent the Hot Wheels subreddit, as well as the Diecast Exchange subreddit, which I love. And I noticed someone who was selling a entire diorama full of green machine chases. So he was selling it for $25 shipped, which is a great price for 4 chase cars, as well as 2 figures, because it's a diorama. And man, that's an incredible price. I have no idea how much they're sold in store, but online you can, like, $25 shipped for a Greenlight diorama is like a regular diorama is pretty good in and of itself. So got it without a second thought. He actually sent priority mail. Like, what is it today? Wednesday. I bought it on like Sunday or Monday. Like in 2 3 days, it's here. Like, and you can actually see the postage on the packaging. It's $8.25. Like he made what? Like I mean, he actually got less than $17 himself. So I don't know, but I can't pass on that opportunity. I just can't. So what's in the diorama? I'm gonna start with the boring ones first. The figures. So you see, this is a salesperson. You can tell by the man. A serious problem with his hairlines, doesn't he? It's a suit, pants, tie. It looks really nice. I wish Greenlight would just stop painting eyes because it just makes him look really, really creepy. He's always trying to stare to the right. Yeah, but like everything else, you just don't look at the face. Okay, something just with his crotch. Alright, let's just stop. I would say like the rest of the details are really cool. Actually, that might be. I'm not even sure what that is. No, it's just a hole where his crotch should be. If you have this kind of symptom, go seek a physician immediately. And there's also a female figure, a woman. Again, look at those eyes. And she's permanently staring at the left. And like the head just... I mean, again, I've said this before for Greenlight figures. Their older ones, their bad ones, just gives me endless joy by how crappy the facial expressions look. But again, the figure itself is really good if you just don't look at the face, and if you put it in like a city diorama and just keep them in the backgrounds, they're gonna be fine. I actually have some American diorama figures coming in today, which costed quite a bit, but I'm really excited to see how much, well, presumably how much better they are. I have no idea. I haven't even seen videos on them. And because the way these things are tied down, you can see there's grooves, which is a bit of a shame. Is she trying to shake someone's hand? I think so. Oh, by the way, and speaking of the way it's tied down in diorama, just the way it's tied down in diorama and all that. Here's the packaging. I'm just gonna quickly show it. I'm gonna zoom out quite a bit. You can see Motor World, Greenlight, 4 die-cast vehicles and 2 plastic figures. To assume this is the Espanol, but I have absolutely no clue. My old roommate from undergrad, one of my best friends ever, he is Mexican. His family is Mexican, and man, we love making racist jokes to each other's face. Obviously, I wouldn't do it to anyone else, or put it on the internet or anything like that, because that would be incredibly stupid. We do it to each other because we know each other so well. Yeah, every once in a while I'll just call Spanish Mexican, which is like pretty mild, but then I would joke about his family jumping over the wall, and he would joke about me running over people with a car and all that, because Asians drive valley. And man, good old days. Making racist jokes with your best friend. This thing came out in 2016, by the way. Greenlight also isn't really good with keeping record of everything. You can see on their website they actually have everything they've released so far, which is pretty nice. But for the diorama, they don't really have any. It's not like Diorama series 1, 2, 3, 4 like they do with like Black Bandit or Hollywood's. You can only know what the specific diorama is called. So it's 2016, so it's a few years ago. I think this is not the best era for Greenlight as far as quality control goes, which you can see in a little bit. Overall, I think I still like it, but you can see it's definitely not as good as they are. And from everything I've heard, not as good as they used to be before this era. And this is the cardboard piece that keeps a nice diorama if you don't collect cars loose. And I think this will be a really nice diorama to have. Chevrolet dealership. All of these bullet holes on the ground, man, it's a really bad neighborhood, isn't it? It's these things. This is only like a handful of the stuff that's used to tie it down. I call them the Satan's pubes, and I will continue to do so because they are a huge pain in the sphincter hole to get rid of. But now this is the important stuff, right? The cars themselves. First, we have the Chevy Silverado, 2014. I want to say. What year is this? 2015 Chevy Silverado. Yeah, all of these you can see have the same traits: raw body, plastic base. I think a lot of the Diorama sets actually use plastic bases just to save cost. Green tires, but like all of the paint and detail that will otherwise be on a normal car is still there, so it's not like fully raw. This is my first premium Silverado. I have like a couple of Hot Wheels Silverados, but they barely count. This one actually true 164 premium, full premium details. See Silverado painted right here. It's really nice. You can see like this is proper raw. Like I also love Hot Wheels Zamax, but those ones actually seem a bit more polished, which can be a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing, but I think I also like the Greenlight way of doing it. Like this looks properly raw. You can see like the not necessarily sandpaper, but like the marks that this has been grinded and polished. It's really nice. The headlights are lensed. You can see the two lights on one side is one whole piece, and they have a little bit of orange paint on it. The grille doesn't have like the gold Chevy printed on it. I don't know if this is I don't think this is a flaw. Probably not, but I'm not really sure why it's not there either. Maybe it's something to do with the real car. I have no idea. Unfortunately, you can't see much of the interior, but it's there. It's pretty nice looking. Standard for Greenlight. Backlights are painted, but that's fine. Again, black Chevy logo, so I would assume this is the same for the normal release as well. 4x4, plastic base, or green tires, and this is the issue a lot of people have. I was really excited to get this set, and I posted it on the Hot Wheels subreddit, and a couple of people were like, "It's so ugly." Like green tires. I said, "Yeah." With black tires, it's not probably, it's 100% gonna look better, but this denotes it as a chase. And while I would not have paid a ton of money for it for the price I got 25 shipped, which is like just I would assume normal retail price would be like 20, 15. I can't see it being 15. I just can't. Even with the cost saving measures Greenlight did on the base and all that. Yeah, like if I see like a Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt or an ID Chase or even a regular Treasure Hunt, like I don't care how ugly it is. If I'm paying retail for it, I'm getting it, And if I want to get like a regular set of this, I can. Just put them side by side. Like the green tires, screams chase at you. And this is something, for instance, in Auto World, like there are Ultra Reds and Ultra Raws. They're Ultra Reds because they also release red castings with red paint, and sometimes, I think more so in the past, Auto World has released castings with actual candy red, like their chase color for the regular releases, and you have to look for other traits to be sure if it's a chase or not, and this, there's zero ambiguity, and especially for like Auto World raw stuff, there's stuff they release in silver or gray that makes it look raw. Like again, zero ambiguity. If you want to get the normal stuff, you can. So I fully understand why it's not great looking, but for the amount of screaming it does in your face at its chase, at its special, yeah, I'll take it. Excuse me, and again, cheap. This is a Camaro. This is a current gen Camaro, 2017. I want to say, I'm so bad with years. 2017 Chevy Camaro SS. This is a great casting. I still, after I got this, I was like, maybe I don't need one from Auto World after all, but I still think I'm gonna get one from Auto World. I think the Auto World would have looked better, as much as the Greenlight. I think more often than not, Auto World does it better. It's something I've realized. So Auto World paint is constantly a problem, like I've showed with like the Jeep and some of the older stuff they've done. This one's paint isn't perfect, isn't great either. Don't know how I was gonna show. You can see the front right here is missing a little bit of black, which is minor but still annoying. This is something the same with Hot Wheels and Auto World as well as like their chase stuff. Don't seem to have any better quality control than their normal stuff, and I'll show you in a little bit when I get to those. But the painted, this is interesting. So this is a plastic insert piece, but with painted extra details, which is interesting. The backlights are also similarly transparent red plastic with white painting on top of it. Again, you can see the texture on the raw. I think that looks really, really nice. I like raw stuff. I like Zamac, Hot Wheels Zamac stuff. Although I don't have a Walmart near me, so everything Zamac is gonna be pretty costly for me to get. Not too much to say about this one, except it actually has an opening hood, and man, this is the smoothest opening hood I've ever seen. This is not going to show on camera at all because, you know, it's more of a feel, but it's actually a bit springy this way. You can see extremely smooth. Like there is no give left or right. Oh, I'm accidentally close it again. The only problem I have with the springy is like I fear that I might break something one day, so I'm not gonna open it too much. Although it's hard to control that urge because it's so smooth, and as I hold it down, you can just see the detailed interior. It's not showing a ton, but I promise you it's even better in real life, and I would assume this is the same for the regular version as well. I don't have a lot of Camaros, a lot of premium Camaros, but this is one, and this is the only other one I have. This is a Hot Wheels one from Boulevard. This is one of my very few in-store pickups. This was when I was in Vegas for more or less spring break. Was two of my undergrad friends, and yeah, I hit up a couple of Targets. I hit up a couple of Walmarts, and I got a few cars. I got this one. I got the Star Wars Mercedes Unimog with the Empire Strikes Back deco, and I also got the Japan Historics 3 Silvia. All really, really cool cars. But this is a first 67 Camaro opening hood. It's raw underneath, but the sculpt itself is pretty detailed. It doesn't have lens headlights, doesn't have headlights at all, which is perfectly accurate to the actual model. So this is a great Hot Wheels casting as far as I'm concerned. Obviously, you still get the enlarged back wheels as you would expect with Hot Wheels. So it has a bit of I don't know what you call it. You know what I'm trying to say. So if you're going for realism and accuracy, Hot Wheels is not going to be your first choice, but you want cool. Hot Wheels has cool to spare, man. Oopsie, shouldn't have done that. This is the first generation of Camaro and the current generation of Camaro. A really cool side by side. I think I'm going to get another Camaro really soon, next couple of days. Actually, probably tomorrow. It's the 50 favorites set I got for really, really cheap, so I'm really excited to do that as well. Like I said, I'm definitely still going to try and get the Auto World current gen Camaro. I think this one looks good, but I feel like Auto World it's probably going to be at least more detailed, but production quality, quality control, we will see, especially the paint. Now the next two are, honestly, I said 1,000 times before, and I say it 1,000 times more, I'm not a car person. These two were cars I've literally never heard of. And this is the 2016 Chevy Volt. I've done zero research on it, but I can pretty much guarantee it's an electric car. It's like every company markets their electric car was like lightning and thunder. It's like the only thing they can find. Actually, it's understandable because, you know, it's actually legally required to do that. In the vast majority of countries, the only country where it is not only not encouraged but also illegal is Romania. It's something to do with Greek Catholicism, which is interesting. True fact, 100% true, accurate facts. Other than Romania, everywhere else it's legally required to market your electric cars by using symbolism and imagery of lightning. Yeah, like I said, this is not a super awesome car by any means. It's really cool. But I don't have a lot of civilian models, and I do want a civilian model. But unfortunately, this looks nothing but stock. But still, this is raw, right? So if you don't look at the tires, you can see it pass off like a silver or a gray color. Not too much to say. Lens headlights. This is really cool looking. I think this might be like as far as looks goes, this might be one of the best looking ones in this set. Lens backlights. You see the Chevy logo. The red brake lights here as well. Not a ton to say, but looks really good. By the way, you can see something went wrong. Like I said, that I'm pretty sure this is like one of the worst in the worst era for Greenlight as far as quality control goes. Someone put a bullet in this car's rear view mirror. Bad neighborhood, presumably. And last but not least, maybe Lucy's, I don't know. This is the 2016 Chevy Bolt, another electric car, compact hatchback. Another really cool civilian model. I think, yeah, these two actually might be, I don't know, all four are really cool. It's hard to say. Not the biggest fan of the way the headlights and the backlights are done on the Camaro. I think the Volt and the Bolt do it better. It's just funny to say these names. Yeah, not too much to say. It's a really good looking little car. I'm very happy to have this. Again, it's retail. So a chase car for like retail price, or at least retail as far as I'm concerned, because I can't get things at retail, so I cannot complain whatsoever. I think this is a great set, and like I said, if I have the option, this is definitely the best looking type of Green Machine chase. Just see how much better it looks. But I prefer this type of raw and green tires mix. I prefer to the chrome green rims chase, I think. But I think this is a good time to show you some of my other super chase, however you want to call it. Basically chase models from premium brands, as well as Hot Wheel chases that are not regular treasure hunts. And I'm only thinking about licensed models right now, so the ID chase time taxi is not going to count. But I had a realization that every single one of those chases I have is General Motors, and not only that, every single one of those chases it's Chevy. And I like Chevy. I'm not the biggest Chevy fan, but it's just something that occurred more by accident than anything else. I like the Impala. The Impala is one that I actually went out of my way to get. This set is really cool in my opinion, but I got it mostly because of how cheap it is. It's just impossible to turn down. And this Corvette I got, this Ultra Red, which I've showed before, is from Auto World. I said this story on my channel before. I had a really huge lot from someone for like $42. It's really cheap. A ton of Corvettes. There is a Pontiac GTO slot car from Auto World that I immediately sold for like $25, so that's like half of my money made back. And there are two of this. So this is one of the earliest Auto World, what is it called, licensed premium releases. There was one in the Road and Track magazine. Oh, lighting is horrible. Road and Track magazines, and there's like also Top Gear as well, and I opened this one out, the Top Gear one, and I sold that one for $15 without knowing what it is, which is a bit of a shame, but I more than made my money back, and I actually still have a Ultra Red chase. And there's also another Ultra Red chase, a older generation of Corvette, but that one was a deluxe release. It's like a basic one, so it's kind of like losing. I don't know what a comparison would be, so I'm not too upset about that one. Could have made a ton more money, but that's fine. I hope the two people that got those cars are very, very happy. But I'm just happy to have one here. The Hot Wheels Super Treasure Hunt I have. It's another one. This one, again, I was looking for licensed Super Treasure Hunts that were cheap. I bought a pair for like $35 shipped, and I sold one of them for like $20. So 35 was including shipping, so I paid for this one for $15 pretty much, which I'll take any day of the week. I think I would be willing to pay for a Super Treasure Hunt if it's under 20, but like I said, I'm trying to move away from Hot Wheels. And oh, and yeah, this one has a pretty bad paint chip as well, Canon. You can see here, you can see a paint chip right here and right here, which is a bit of a shame, but if I have a case, everything will probably be pointing this way anyway, so this way it's the paint is pretty nice. So yeah, every single one of my premium chase cars are Chevy models, which I think is just incredibly hilarious. But yeah, this is it for today's video. Specifically, before I got horribly sidetracked, I was looking at this Green Machine chase for the 2016 Chevrolet dealership diorama set. Four, in my opinion, awesome raw chases with screen tires, which again detracts from its look, but unambiguously chase with two hilarious figures. Oh, by the way, you can see this figure has some awesome leans, like, I don't know, maybe she's like rapping or dancing or something, trying to give someone a fist bump while rapping. I don't know. It's those figures give me an endless ride. You can see, like, from a distance, they look pretty good. If you look at them in detail, though, they are amazingly hilarious. It's like watching not Ed Wood. It's like watching Plan 9 from outer space. Just incredible. But the cars themselves, I'm really, really glad to add to my collection. Like I said, my first premium Silverado, my first premium current gen Camaro, and two cars I would not even have known without this diorama. So I'm really, really cool that they to be educated by this purchase. That's it for this video. Man, it was a long video, but 4 cars and a lot of other junk. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye.